welcome to another episode of EA Sports PGA Tour Career Mode, playing at Pebble Beach today. Let's get into it and hope we have a good round. And if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pebble Gaming. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. So I changed a few settings. The other settings that I actually changed was the elevation. So now I know whether it's uphill or downhill. But the wind gust the same, everything else the same. I can't zoom in, things like that. So yeah, let's get into it. Now we have a good round. This is the third event in career mode.
Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. So Frank, this tournament number 3 on the PGA Tour schedule this year, the golfer we're watching here, already with one victory on the ledger. That was in the season opener down in La Quinta. Couldn't go back-to-back down at Torrey last week, but I mean, what a start to a career. Where do you think it goes from here, Frank?
The only way is up, Rich, really. I excused last week for a lot of reasons. You've just got that first win. Everybody wants to say congratulations. You go in the locker room. Everything appears different. That week's gone now. Now it's back to normal. You're a professional. Back to the grind. We're going to see more what they've made of this week.
So, Frank, the first 2 tournaments of this new season have come and gone. Now we tackle one of the finest tracks in the world here at Pebble.
So you've got to really have your game and your guile this week. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this game translates this week.
We'll take them off, but we'll see. We'll see. So it's right up there. Breaking left and right. What about there? Right the shot. Wow. Good weight though, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. So many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the 3rd tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think, have I made the right decision? But I remember a line from the late, great Arnold Palmer. He said, this game is 90% mental, and the other 10%, well, that's mental as well.
207 to the back, 201 to the back. 201 to the back. 215 top could be good there. What about that? August really slow. That never was enough.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
I'll play the pitch shots about that. Yeah, about where I want. Let's pitch shots about that. Put a bit more on it. Stop putting it down. Whoa, that shot there. I'll take that there.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Need a foot. Breaking them up. Don't know about that.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive-in, you know, where you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no two holes look the same. I mean, that's stating the obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3/7. I know it's talked about in its photograph, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7. So I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but you know, Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, that's another thing as well.
Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short par 4, 4th hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pot bunker on that left side, which is about 250 yards to get over it? Because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker.
Well, for such a big drive, I expected better out of that bunker shot.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay at 2 under. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fit. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green.
Quite a bit left, like they wouldn't take it in. Stay left as well, we didn't touch it.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're gonna have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5, but shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up and down for the birdie.
Yes!
4 under on the deck.
Come on. Good for that. You know, over here, man.
tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Look here at birdie.
And he's left this in a good spot. Very little break, maybe a hair to the right, but no real elevation changes at all.
Just needed a little bit more, but he couldn't quite get it there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain at 4 under. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, all right, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Hair of right to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
That's a good set of hands right there to get it that close from that far away. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that is going to win the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really, aim on the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right. Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
About that. Make sure you look at this thing. Go back there.
Just 5 feet left.
Top right,
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 5 under.
So well.
Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. He's a little bit. Just not been close enough. Yeah, well, I thought he was going to take it, but really well. No, I had it wrong. I had a chance to spin it out back to the area as well. I'm going to play the chip. Play the chip shots about there. Oh, that's shot left. That could have been played now. Shot left could have been played.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Yeah, we'll spin to the next thing. No, I thought about it for a minute. It's well out as
Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
You can see the body language trying to get that one to stay, but it'll make its way into that rough left of the green.
Flop this. You want to get it up and down, then flop it. Don't like floppage. Don't like the flop top and tends to make rolling in it, so that's why I don't really play the flop top. If it rolled out a bit.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We're looking at 128 yards to the hole, pin front left, so he can take dead aim.
but it's a bit right, but that was a good shot, I'll tell you that.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Come on.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear.
Not true, is it? Yeah, it's all by there. You're an over on this game, I don't like start with this one. That's back with no shit start.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
That was a shot, that was all it is, where we got that last. Well, you shot it. Yeah, we got a full shot. No, it's not.
And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5.
Open that shot, that's right. Yeah, good that try, take it. Go this for that shot.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. A nice shot and a good chance for a par. The statistics on the PGA Tour show that from 8 feet, you make 50% of your putts.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. Unfortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the top bunker that has to be avoided.
So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. That one was running so hot.
Said it might be on, but we're 100% sure. But no, that's not.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf, the march to the sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16th. Key here, carry the island bunker.
No matter what you do there, it would out if you were to drive it, no matter what, you might as well get high, but try and get it on the right side.
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
No, that's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
How about that? Very nice.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole.
Hey, I am not far. Come on.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Chance now for another birdie.
One thing I can say is it looks to be almost dead straight, but it's going to carry a good amount of speed as it hits that slope.
That's a half a ball away from going in. Very well read. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is.
Wow, California's still golden, depending on the view. And Frank, this one is hard to beat. 18th tee at Pebble Beach. Here we are.
It's a stunning hole, Rich. Not only a great par 5 because you have to make decisions on whether or not you want to go for this green in 2, but just how picturesque it is. The bunkers you obviously see down the left, just slightly right of the water. But those trees, the one especially in the middle of the fairway, you have to navigate with the tee shot, and the one short if you decide to lay out.
Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Try to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. It is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will be an opening round 66. That's good playing. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check.